I wanted to share a little secret with you today, guys, regarding Zillow Homes for sale in Colorado Springs. I know that Zillow is a very popular platform to be able to search for homes for sale in Colorado Springs and other areas. But did you know that when you reach out on Zillow that you're actually reaching out to a Zillow Premier agent? You're not getting the listing agent, and you're not even getting an agent that is representing the specific home that you're interested in, or anyone on their team for that matter. Now, Zillow is one of the best platforms that people love to use when they're looking for homes for sale. But today, I'm going to tell you why you should stop using Zillow to find your home in Colorado Springs. Hey guys, Iris here with the Living the Springs channel, your favorite real estate and relocation channel when it comes to living in Colorado Springs or buying property in Colorado Springs. I'm always helping people with their relocation needs here in the area, so if you need help, please feel free to reach out, call, text, or email. And if you like these types of videos, make sure that you are subscribed, as I'm always posting. I try to do at least once a week, if not twice a week, so you'll always get some update from me on a regular basis. Now, Zillow is a great search tool, and I know it's the most popular to search homes on. But Zillow has been under a lot of scrutiny by a lot of real estate agents and a lot of people in the market in general when they started buying up homes, basically just doing a couple touch-up paint jobs and maybe very small projects around the house, and then they would just put it right back on the market and sell it for an even higher price. Now, there was a guy on TikTok that accused Zillow of overinflating prices by buying up all the homes in a specific area and then overpaying for these houses so that they can slowly increase the prices for these homes. Now, thankfully, they have sold off pretty much all of their homes so far, except maybe one or two. So they got out of the buying business, and they were also accused of their home prices, their valuation tool on their website being completely off and influencing, pricing for consumers and sellers and making that price look a little bit higher than what it would actually sell for. And I actually went through this a couple times, with sellers. So we're getting ready to put their house on the market, and they said, well, Zillow said that my house is worth this. And I'm thinking, if you compare your house to the houses that are on the market that are still sitting, that might be nicer than yours, or maybe not as nice as yours. This is the actual and correct price that we should be listing at. And I'm noticing that Zillow tends to value just a little bit higher than what it would go for if a seller were to put it on the market. So one of the things that I don't like, that seems pretty deceptive to me, is that when you see a house that's on the market and you want to know some more information about it, there's a button that says contact agent or request a tour. Now, this contact agent button or request a tour button actually goes to a Zillow Premier agent. And let me tell you what a Zillow Premier agent is. It's basically a real estate agent or a team or a group of real estate agents that pay for your information. So when you are searching online and you are looking for properties and you want to contact the agent to maybe ask a question or clarify something that you've seen on the site, you will then actually be connected with a Zillow Premier agent, and these agents spend tens of thousands of dollars to be able to get that information. So I don't know how I would feel about someone buying my information just so they can maybe make a sale off of me. So you might not feel that way, but this is just what goes on the back end of Zillow Premier Agent. So from their website, Zillow Premier Agent connects agents with active buyers and sellers. It's designed to help agents grow their business, providing tools and resources that support their efforts to convert buyers and sellers into long-lasting clients. And if you do a great job, then that's great. Then I hope that you love the agent that you worked with. But it goes on to say, agents who advertise with Zillow Group are called Zillow Premier agents. They receive branding and exposure on the most visited real estate marketplace in the US. Home shoppers searching on Zillow and Trulia, as well as Street Easy in New York City zip codes, who choose to contact an agent or request a tour through one of these sites, will be connected with a Zillow Premier agent advertising in their zip code to help them in their search. Now, when I had talked to a Zillow representative, they said that they could sell me a zip code on the east side of town, and it would be about $1,200 to $1,800 a month, depending. I couldn't remember exactly the terms. So I'm thinking, oh, well, that's interesting. I could pay Zillow to advertise for me, or I can provide helpful videos and tips and downloads and things like that to help buyers relocate to the area instead. So that's what I've decided to do. But basically, the more traffic that a specific area gets, the higher the price to be a Zillow Premier agent. So basically, you will get connected, and from their website, again, I'm just reading straight from here, it says that this introduction between the two parties, the real estate agent and the buyer, is designed to help increase agents' chance of winning a new client, as well as meeting the market's increasing expectations for on-demand service. So that is actually a good thing, because I do like that Zillow wants to connect buyers with agents that are available and willing to help right away. I mean, how many times have you tried to call somebody and it was hard to get a hold of anyone? You might even have a real estate agent, and the reason why you clicked on Zillow is because you can't get a hold of your agent. People don't like to wait for service, so I do think that this is a good feature that Zillow has. Especially when you're in a hot market like the one that we're in now, you do want to get out to properties to see them right away. A lot of these Zillow Premier agents will want you to get pre-approved before they show you a property, so even if you were to click on that, it's still going to take some time to be able to get out there, unless you have an agent that is available right away to go and show you a property. But usually it's going to take some time. The time frames on those Zillow websites aren't always 100% available or accurate, because they have to make sure that the showing instructions and availability will meet those needs for both parties, for both the seller and the buyer. Here is where things can get a little bit dicey. If you already have a real estate agent that you're working with, say like you signed a buyer agreement or a buyer agency in Colorado Springs, and you go click on one of those properties, and then a random agent comes to show you that property, and you love it and you can't get a hold of your agent, or whatever the reason is, or you didn't even think about getting a hold of the agent that you've already signed an agreement with, and then you go and write an offer with this new agent, that previous agent, the original agent, could technically come after you for those commissions. So you want to read section 7 of the contract of your buyer agreement to make sure that you're not violating any commission agreements that you have with that real estate agent. Now, I do a lot of relocation and I work with a lot of home buyers, and I just wanted to create the best website that doesn't sell your information to a third party and gives you everything that you need in a very user-friendly and easy way. So I want to share this website that I've just launched, and I hope that it helps. I think it'll be way better than Zillow or Realtor.com, because it was built with you in mind and not the platform itself. I know real estate agents that are paying $16,000 to $20,000 a month just to get your information to be able to sell homes to you, and oftentimes they are passing you off to another real estate agent. So you're not even able to work with the person that you think you're going to be able to work with anyway. And then a lot of times people reach out on Zillow thinking that they're reaching a listing agent, but it's always going to be a buyer's agent. You're not going to be able to get a hold of that listing agent unless you look for their information and reach out to them directly. But here's why you don't want to work with a listing agent. Now, all of us real estate agents that have those signed agreements, we have a fiduciary, which means that we are protecting your best interest, your finances, and we're working on your behalf. When you reach out to that listing agent, that goes right out of the window, because guess who they work for? The seller. And a lot of people will try to get a deal by going through and circumventing that whole process and going straight to the listing agent to think that they're going to get a better deal. However, a lot of these real estate agents do not cut their commissions to work with the buyer and the seller as well, because they have to change the whole agreement. They have to go into transaction brokerage instead, and they have to be more of a referee instead of a coach. And what you do want is someone to work for you on your behalf in your best interests and advise you to say, hey, how much should I ask for, the upstairs is moldy, we found mold, or there's a pest concern that we need to mitigate. How much should I ask for when it comes to, negotiating repairs? or price. You are not going to be able to get that with a transaction broker. You need representation and a buyer's agent on your side. And even if they do come down on their pricing, it's not going to be enough to warrant not having that protection that you need when you're buying this big of an expense of a home. You know, the average home price here in the Springs is about $500,000. That's $500,000 that you don't want to gamble over a few $1,000s. So something to keep in mind when you're trying to reach out to that listing agent on Zillow. All right, so let's just get back to this website. I'm super excited about it. I want to show you everything. And the best part is you won't get spammed by the Zillow Premier agent. And if you do want to work with me, you can reach out to me. I'm the only one that sees all this information and the only one that goes in there and corresponds. So it's always going to be me. It's not going to be just some random person that you don't know. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I provide a lot of content and helpful tips for when you buy a house in Colorado Springs. So hopefully that makes things a lot easier for you. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to livingthesprings.homes. And this will also be linked in the description below this video. But you go to that website and you can also download the app. So that will also be underneath this video in the description box. The app is super cool as well. There's just a lot of helpful information in there that's going to help you look up schools, hospitals, parks, all that stuff. So let's just take a look and dive in to livingthesprings.homes. You can type in a specific keyword if you can't find it on the home page. If you want to look for homes, say like in Woodland Park, and then you just click search. You can do your beds, baths, and more here. There's all kinds of different types of filters that you can throw in here. And then you can click on the property and there's even more stuff that you can look at. So you can save it, you can ask a question here, and like I said, it's going to go to me, it's not going to go to some random person. And then you can request to tour it, you can hide this house saying, you know, I'm not a big fan of this one, and you can share it with a friend. So here are some more options to be able to ask a question, schedule a tour. My phone number is here, so if you click that, it'll call me. And then you can look through the photos, you can do a map view, and you can also look at nearby listings. Now if you scroll down, it's going to give you even more information about price, bedrooms, total bath, and you can also react to this home. You can comment, or you can invite a family member or your husband or your spouse or someone that you are going to want to share this house with. And then you can see all of the recent activity. Now this is way easier to read than Zillow. Zillow is like so hard to find information. So I love this. It says there's a market snapshot here, so you can see if this house is worth the price. So you can see if it's average price, the least expensive listing, or you can see that it is the most expensive listing. In this case, it is right here in the middle between most expensive and the average price. And then as you scroll down, you can see a lot more information here. Mountain views, there's trees and woods. So you've got all these different features, and then it tells you what school district it's in and which high school and things like that. The walkability score is there, and then you have the bike score, which is going to show you how the bike infrastructure is. So this is a low bike score for this house. All right, now this is the really cool part. This is my favorite part of about this website, is when you go to the home page and you scroll down, you can click on any of these neighborhoods. I serve most areas in El Paso County, so if you see a neighborhood that you don't see on here, then just let me know. These are just my main markets that I work in, but you can click on any of these markets and it'll take you to a page that I'll show you here in just a second. But as you scroll down, you'll see all the homes for sale. You can get some guides, some helpful guides. You can go through and look up these properties with these maps in these areas that are just coinciding with the map above. So we're going to click on, let's just go to Black Forest to see what the properties and the neighborhood looks like there. So when you click on any neighborhood, it's going to pop up this map. And then in the map, you can go here to the left. If you say, oh, I really meant to click on Fountain, I really want to see houses in a different area, then you can go ahead and click from this side here. So you can access any of the other pages really easily. So everything is on this page, so you can see which schools are in the area and what their school rating is, and you can search by preschool, elementary, middle, and high. As you scroll down, you can even find your favorite restaurants and local businesses. So this is something really cool if you're in the area and you just want to check out some of the restaurants, then you just click here and learn more about each of these restaurants. Local news and advice. I'll be posting blogs and all kinds of fun stuff to help you with your relocation. Now, you're not going to get that from Zillow. The other really cool thing about this website is you're going to click on hospitals and it's going to pull up all the hospitals in the area. Now, Black Forest, your nearest hospital is going to be Penrose off of Dublin and Powers. But here are all the schools in the area. There's 4 schools in Black Forest, and it's going to pull up all of the parks as well, and then all the transit stations for you to be able to bus back and forth if you need to. And then all the supermarkets, so the grocery stores in here, and then you can click on it and it'll tell you exactly what it is. So this is the most comprehensive website that I've seen in a long time. So I'm super excited about it. If you want to be able to contact me and set up an appointment, then you can hit the contact button. You can reach out and I'll contact you back. Or if you want to meet over Zoom, we do have this available to set up a time to meet. So there's a lot of really cool and fun things that you can do on this website. Again, I do also have the app, so you can download that as well. If this video was helpful for you, make sure that you like it, and that'll help me and my business more, and I would appreciate it ever so much. If you need a relocation guide, that will also be in the description underneath this video. Full relocation guide to help you as you relocate to the area. If you liked this video, you're probably going to like the video that's popping up next on the screen, so make sure you click that, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.